went popping in that thing. Ugh. When I was having sex, I knew one of the side effects was pregnancy. I didn't know it was really gonna hit me, but it did. To jump straight into it, what I want to do is do a second part to my truth about pregnancy, or my pregnancy. What y'all don't know is majority of my videos are pre-recorded. So for that reason, that video is actually months old. And so this is going to be like a updated version and really a different angle. So let's hop into it. So this video is going to be just like the other one. I'm just going to be doing something to my hair. I have to detangle it to wash it because it has not been washed in a month, yet alone really combed or anything. But to go straight into it, so emotions and emotional support. So there's a topic called postpartum depression, which is commonly discussed, but not so commonly discussed. I'm gonna say not so commonly because it's a new thing that's commonly discussed, because you know, social media and the whole mental health thing, right? People are starting to get on that and, you know, be open and all of that stuff. But I'm saying not so commonly because of the fact that people still don't really know what it is, don't take it serious, all of that. And it's a serious thing. But what people, I feel like, are not talking about, like, at all, prenatal depression. So a girl like me fell into that category, okay? Now I'm going to be completely honest and say that, am I surprised? No, because as you all, I guess, may know, I do battle with depression in general. So for me to get pregnant and have some sort of depression, how unsurprising, you know? But neither here nor there. Now, there were a lot of factors that came into me and the prenatal depression. Just to kind of let you know how it feels. So in the first trimester, typically they don't want to diagnose you because the first trimester can be pretty up and down for everyone. So because of the hormone changes, you might not have prenatal depression. You know, you might just be going through the motions or whatever. But they do have like a depression screening that they do. And, you know, you could lie about your answers. And I thought about it, but I was like, no, I'm gonna tell the truth. And so medication came up and all of that. But what I wanted to do is kind of get into more so the factors of why I feel like I fell into the prenatal depression realm, besides just kind of possibly being something that could happen to me. And majority of that came from support. Support. I ain't even gonna go to support. This video is gonna be all over the place. I'm not even gonna touch on support yet. Actually, what I want to touch on is acceptance. So I found out that I was pregnant on I can't even think, child. I found out I was pregnant on February 13th, 2021. So the day before Valentine's Day. I actually took the test because I felt like I might be pregnant. Definitely was not planned, but definitely was not a surprise either. You know, was just kind of hoping that I would not be pregnant. I haven't been on birth control for at least 2 years. TMI, but 1 year of which I was not having sex at all. But so for that reason, like, I have never had a scare because I was on birth control for a majority of the time in college and stuff. And then post-college, you know, I went on a little celibacy thing and stuff. So the fact of the matter was, it was kind of like, I don't even know if I could get pregnant, but I'm still going to take precautions. So when this incident came up, it was kind of like, dang, okay, because I was tracking my ovulation. But that day, I was just like, my period's supposed to come on 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I'm about to take a test just see what it say, and the HCG levels was pop, 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 on and popping in that thing. And so I'm just like, dang. I wasn't sad about it. I didn't cry or anything, but it was just like, ugh. And it was like, ugh, because that was not the plan. Like, that was not the plan. And it just changed the dynamics of me and my partner's relationship, because I was really serious about being intentional, but I also felt like this threw us into the, we have to make decisions about what we're doing right now. Like, one thing I was very serious about is, this is not even about pregnancy. This is like going to a whole nother level, but just listen, I guess. One thing I was very serious about, I was like, don't propose me in no baby shower. Don't think that because we're having a baby, we have to get married. Like, no, I still want to do things according to what works for what we're doing. But at the same time, now it has to be like, okay, you're living in this city, I'm living in this city. Are we going to co-parent for different cities? What are we doing? I was not for shacking up, not because of religious reasons, but I just don't see the point. It don't benefit me or whatever. So I'm like, what are we doing? So then came like, okay, I guess we're gonna move in together. So all of those type of things were things that like kind of just threw me for a loop at that moment. But the problem for me was I just could not believe it. So like that whole weekend, literally music could be playing. As soon as the song go off, I'd be like, dang. He'd be like, what? And I'm like, I'm pregnant. Because it's like, this is not real. Then I had always said if I ever got pregnant, I ain't planning to tell my family. Like, it was just a lot mentally. But it only got worse. And the reason why it got worse is because then the depression side started to kick in. And so then I was just like, oh my gosh, like, this is no freaking joke. Some symptoms that I experienced, and cramping like crazy, like cramps from hell, very heightened sense of smell. The very heightened sense of smell was really fucking me up. I'm gonna just be honest, because it was disgusting. I didn't have nausea, but like, y'all ever like ate something with ketchup or ranch, and then you kind of put the plate to the side, and all you could smell is the ketchup or ranch because it smells strong? Like, that's how it was, but stuff could be far away from me, and I felt like it was right up under my nose. And I was actually having that symptom prior to me taking the test, but I didn't really know. I'm just like, dang, stuff like really smelling strong. I had never been pregnant before, and I wasn't looking for I won't necessarily looking for no symptoms, so I didn't think about that. But the aversions, I had food aversions really, really bad. Like, really, really bad. I couldn't eat anything. I DoorDash probably 4 days in a row and threw every last thing away because everything tasted bad. I've seen people say that stuff start to taste like cardboard. For me, it was just tasting like fake food. Like, I felt like everything tasted like fake chicken. So I'm not even talking about like vegan. It just, it didn't taste right. And it was starting to really mess with me because a lot of the stuff that didn't taste good were things that I really, really liked. So then I was having trouble with eating because it was like, I can't eat anything. Everything that I freaking try is terrible. And I was getting dehydrated because, of course, you're supposed to up your water intake once you get pregnant. And a girl like me don't really get thirsty. And so I already was drinking like the amount of water that I should drink really anyways, like half my weight. But the problem was I needed to double that. And I don't drink a lot typically. So I was dehydrated. And then I would like stand up, feel like I was about to fall down. And I just gotta shake my head, just even think about those times. But the thing that really, really, really killed me was the fatigue. Like, people said that first trimester fatigue, like, you be really tired. But when they said really tired, I thought more so like, like after a long day, it's like, I can't wait to get in bed and you KO. No, it was not like that. It was like, I can't walk in the mall because when I walk in the mall, I'm panting and I'm out of breath, and I need to take breaks to sit on the bench multiple times. Like, my feet are hurting, everything. And literally, he like, let's go to the car. And I'm like, I have to take a break. I need to sit down for at least 10 minutes before I can even get the energy to go to the car. And then I was having a problem because I live in an apartment, but I literally did not have the energy to go from my bed to the freaking kitchen. Like, scrambling eggs would wear me the freak out. Like, it would wear me out. Just cooking my food would have me feeling like I did a triathlon, and it was really messing with me because I'm just like, goodness, like there was times where I was like, I don't even have the energy to shower. How am I bathe my ass? How am I gonna do it? Because literally it was giving my 600-pound life because I'm tired as hell. I'm so fucking tired. So it was like body tired, mentally tired. Then I was working a job that mentally exhausting. It was rough. When you think about those symptoms that's already going on, that's a lot of changes. That's a lot of changes. All of these changes going on while I'm by myself because my partner lives in another city. So, like, I give all the props to the single mothers and the people that do it with zero support, like pregnancy. Y'all some strong women. Y'all strong, very strong. Me, weak, because no, like, but I said it because, like some people on whatever their experience is having their partner. So, when they're not nauseous or they can't even get up to do stuff, he can do it. I didn't have that. So like, I was literally suffering because it was like, I'm so tired. I can't even take care of myself, but who else gonna take care of me? So that was like really fucking with me in the head. And so then when like the prenatal depression part came in, it hit like a ton of bricks. Like, crying every day, every night, because I just felt so alone. And then not having a connection to my baby. So my partner was happy. Like, he wasn't planning on it, but it was just like, okay, like, he just like, my friends got kids, my baby will be able to play with them. I'm just like, fuck that. My friends got kids, but I don't care about that. Like, whatever. So he had emotions that I did not have. And it started to kind of make me feel shameful because I'm like, dang, I'm the one carrying this baby. And if anyone really knows me, they know, like, I've always felt like my purpose in life was to be a mother. So it was just like, for me to be pregnant and ungrateful, what the hell? Like, and I have to say ungrateful because it's just like, like, yes, things might not be the smoothest, but there are people who can't carry full term. There are people who can't get pregnant. And, this is something that you actually wanted to do, because I did want to get pregnant soon, just not that soon or whatever. So it's like, there's something you want to do and it come a little bit sooner, and that's how you feeling. And, people were asking me like, do you think that you're so down because it came too early? And I'm like, no, like, I'm over that, because at the end of the day, I am a firm believer that there are consequences to your actions. When I was having sex, I knew one of the side effects was pregnancy. I didn't know it was really gonna hit me, but it did. And so I got over that part, but I just couldn't grasp the fact that I was pregnant, and I couldn't grasp the fact that I was doing it alone. Like, and I couldn't grasp the fact that I was doing it alone, but I'm not doing it alone because I have someone. I didn't just get pregnant by somebody that I don't know. I didn't get pregnant by somebody that I'm not dealing with. So it was kind of like, what are these feelings and where are they coming from? But it didn't change the fact that that's how I freaking felt. It just sucked. It freaking sucked. Like, because I just always felt alone. Like, I always felt alone. I felt miserable. I didn't want to be pregnant. Like, I had to think if I was gonna say this, but I'm gonna be like really honest. Baby, I love you. Now don't be listening to this. But to be completely honest, at the beginning of my pregnancy, I would say that, you know, although things were terrible, I didn't wish that I got an abortion. And that was kind of like something that my partner asked. He was like, are you like regretting it? Like you feel like should have took a different route? And I'm like, nah, I just don't want this route or whatever. But things got so tough that I began to feel like that. And not necessarily that I regretted keeping the baby or whatever, or my baby, but it was just like, I'm not built for this. I'm not built for pregnancy. Like, he's kicking. I'm sorry. Like, I promise not. I love you. Like, what the heck? But